Did you know that the home of the most powerful person in the world is not just a residence, but a house filled with secrets and untold stories? A building that has witnessed wars, survived fire, faced conspiracies, and yet still stands tall with dignity before the world. This is the White House, a place that symbolizes power and mystery not only for America, but for the entire world. When we hear the name White House, the first things that come to mind are power, politics, and history. The home of the president of the world's largest economy and most powerful nation is the center where global decisions are made. But have you ever wondered, when was this building constructed? Who built it? And what secrets are hidden behind its walls? The story begins in the year 1792. America was a new nation, free but searching for its own identity. The leaders wanted to build a residence that would not only serve as the president's home, but also as a symbol of America's strength and dignity. For this purpose, a competition was announced to design the building. Dozens of designs were submitted, but the winner was a young, Irish-born architect, James Hoban. His vision was to create a structure that reflected the elegance of European architecture, while becoming the emblem of a rising new nation. But behind this grand design lies a bitter truth. The construction of the White House was carried out not only by free laborers, but also by enslaved workers. They cut the stones, carried the bricks, and worked day and night. Today, when we see the shining white walls, we must also remember the sacrifices of those enslaved people. The foundation of the White House was laid with limestone and sandstone, with massive stones brought from faraway quarries. Its classical columns were built to immediately inspire awe in anyone who looked upon the building. In 1800, the construction was finally completed, and the second U.S. President, John Adams, along with his wife Abigail, became the first residents. That was the moment when the White House officially opened its doors to a president. But back then, it was far from today's grandeur. There was no electricity, no modern facilities, only large halls, a few rooms, and wood-burning fireplaces. At first, it was called simply the President's House or the Executive Mansion. Over time, after its walls were painted white, the world began to know it as the White House. They say the White House is not just a building. It is a symbol, a center of power and authority. Yet beneath its foundations and behind its walls lie secrets, hidden tunnels, and mysteries that the world still wonders about. But this was only the beginning. The real test came when the White House faced its first great threat, when British troops set it on fire. Do you know how it survived? The year was 1814. The War of 1812 between America and Britain was raging. On August 24, British forces reached Washington, capturing the city. They set several buildings on fire, and the president's residence became their prime target. The rooms, the halls, the very walls of the White House went up in flames. Historians tell us that President James Madison and his wife Dolly Madison had to flee. But before leaving, Dolly managed to save one of the most precious treasures of the White House, the famous portrait of George Washington. That painting still hangs inside the White House today. Beyond politics, the White House has always fascinated the world for its design and history. Inside it holds 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, 28 fireplaces, a swimming pool, a bowling alley, and even a private movie theater. It is both the presidential residence and a fully functioning office. Hidden beneath it are secret tunnels and bunkers designed to protect the president during emergencies, and the legendary Situation Room, the nerve center where America's most critical decisions are made, from the 9/11 response to the operation against Osama bin Laden. Throughout history, the White House has witnessed unforgettable moments. Abraham Lincoln, whose leadership changed America forever, is still said to haunt its halls. Many claim to have seen his ghost. John F. Kennedy's presidency brought glamour, but also tragedy, when his assassination shocked the world. Richard Nixon's resignation after the Watergate scandal turned the White House into the epicenter of one of the greatest political crises of the century. Each president left his own mark. Obama modernized, Trump redecorated, and so on. But the White House is not just politics. It is also one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world. Millions come every year, though only selected visitors get to enter. Guided tours allow glimpses of the East Wing and historic rooms, while the gardens and the Oval Office remain the biggest attractions. And then there are the hidden facts and conspiracies. Some believe there are secret tunnels connecting the White House to the Pentagon and other key buildings. Others claim top-secret documents and projects are buried deep within. Stories of ghosts, especially Lincoln's, continue to fascinate visitors. One popular theory even suggests that a highly secret underground bunker exists, where an alternative government could operate during a national crisis. While none of these are officially confirmed, they only add to the White House's mystery. In the end, the White House is not just a residence. It is history, secrecy, and power combined. Its rooms have witnessed great stories, its halls have hosted world-changing decisions, and its walls still guard countless untold secrets. So friends, what do you think is the most surprising secret of the White House? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to subscribe so we can bring you more fascinating and historical facts. Thanks for watching.